All right, we're going to get started, everybody. My partner is on, so let's get started. It's 10:15, so let's get started. All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome to this episode of Flipstream Live. My name is Calvin Butler, and I have my partner, Mr. Law Hilson, here from Capital City Home Buyers, and we are the creators and management team for Flipstream, the real estate investment platform that simplifies flipping houses and properties. All right. Today, as I mentioned before, I do apologize if I seem a little bit off. Like I told everybody, I'm type 2 diabetic, and for some reason, my blood sugar just plummeted this morning. I mean, it went way, way low. I woke up, I was still lightheaded, dizzy, stumbling around, and had to make my way in and take me another insulin shot. I normally only take one shot per night. It's only 50 units that I take each night. But for some reason, I had to take an additional one this morning because I woke up. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was something I ate, yesterday or last night or whatever the case may be. But I had some seafood, some crab legs, that type of stuff, and that probably did it. I understand it's got a lot of cholesterol or something in it or whatever it is. But I had a bunch of crab legs and some shrimp last night, so maybe that's what did it. I don't know, but nevertheless, I'm here. Okay, like I know my partner. The show must go on. We are committed. We are dedicated to Flipstream.
Yes,
that is a fact. So the show must go on, and here we are. Mr. Hilson, how you doing this morning?
man, I'm on top of the world, living a good life, man. Wouldn't change a thing. Wouldn't change a thing.
Now, let me ask you a question. Can you believe the excitement surrounding Flipstream?
Man, I can't believe it. I know when we first started talking about this, the vision was there and the belief was there, but to see people actually latching on and getting the benefit of what we're trying to do here, man, is unbelievable, man. It really is.
Look, man, it's crazy, man. I mean, I've adopted the catchphrase "Flipstream is changing lives" because it is. I mean, when you think
It
about it,
literally is.
yeah. When you think about it, we're changing lives on so many different levels. Not
That's right.
just by creating a platform where people can actually learn, get mentorship, get all the tools, the resources, the training, all that stuff, access to everything that we offer. They can schedule a mentorship session with you, schedule mentorship sessions with me, where we can walk them through the deals completely. Not only are they going to be able to do that and make a lot of money, anywhere from 10 to, I think you structured a deal with someone where they could give the owner of the property, the seller, was almost $140,000 and making almost $200,000.
Yeah. Unthinkable, man. Unthinkable.
Yeah, and that was out in California, right?
Yes, absolutely. Where they say no houses, where they say there are no houses that you can get and grab and put under contract. We found our first property in less than 5 minutes.
Wow. And that was one of the Flipstream partnership deals that we have, so that you can access from our website. And, on our app. Look, Flipstream is just, I mean, when I first started thinking, I actually started thinking about putting this thing together about 3-4 years ago, but I had gotten involved in trucking because I was in real estate, flipping real estate. When I first got turned on to this, it was 1995. Okay, and that was when I first got turned on to it. It was, I mean, my daughter was about to be born, and I was trying to find something. Hold on, Good morning, Tim. How you doing? Tim Dixon has joined us on Facebook. Good morning. Nice to meet you. Nice to have you on the show today. Tim is one of our real estate day traders, one of our subscription members to Flipstream. Great to have you watching us live on Facebook. And by the way, we are live on both Facebook and on YouTube. So if you want to kind of get joined in and kind of see what's going on with the conversation and stuff, go ahead and jump in, and you can comment. As you can see here, we have our comment section up there that we're broadcasting, so you can come in and do some comments and stuff, and ask some questions. I'll be more than happy to break what I'm doing and answer questions as they come in. Thank you again, Tim. I appreciate you for joining me and watching us on Facebook. All right, as I was saying, my daughter was about to be born, and at the time I was in the car industry. I was selling cars at a Nissan, Volvo, and Oldsmobile dealership. That's the Tallahassee Nissan. So I was working for the Nissan dealership here in Tallahassee, and was doing real well. I had been in car sales for about 2 years, and I'm making good money, great money, and it was just newly married, and my daughter was about to be born, and I was thinking, man, I need to get on something that's gonna help me to secure her future, things like that. And I kept seeing all these advertisements and and all this stuff popping up about flipping real estate and wholesaling real estate, and come to this seminar, come to this this conference that they're having at this Tallahassee Leon County Civic Center. It was all on the radio. It was on the local TV channels and everything, right? And you know how they do it, because they do it big when they advertise it. So they do it big, put all this stuff up, they do good. Good morning, Miss Alicia Joshua. Thank you for joining us on Facebook too as well. Good morning to you. Anyway, they were putting this stuff out there, how you can learn how to, do all this stuff and get access to their network of people with the money, use their money. We find it, we partner up, all that stuff. So I went to the thing, and it was great. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I learned stuff that I never thought was possible. I had no idea you could wholesale real estate. I had no idea you could just flip a contract. That was something that just wasn't wasn't on my spectrum as things to invest in or ways to make money. So I went to the little thing, and and at the end of it, of course, it was about an hour and a half long, when it was showing you all this stuff and had all these guest speakers and all these success stories and just everything, right? In the end of it, they said, now if you want to get signed up with us, just come on up, and it's $14,000. Well, at the time, I had that kind of money. I was doing real well, but then they had a finance program. When I went up there and started talking to them, they had all the little sections up there, people chatting with the whoever the person they were supposed to be speaking with, on the reps there. And the reps told me, and I asked him, I said, so it's $14,000. He goes, yes, it's $14,000. I said, okay. I said, do y'all do wire transfers with it? He said, no, you can put it on a credit card. I said, well, my credit card, I can't put that much on my credit card. He said, well, we have a finance program. I go, really? He said, yeah. So he told me $7,500 down. I said, yeah, I put that much on my credit card. So I went ahead and put the $7,500 down, and I was paying like $849 a month. Okay. Now, I learned all this stuff, and then I got into this what they call the master training program, and they taught me everything. They taught me everything except I didn't get access to the money. In order to get access to the money, they told me I need to pay another $5,000. And that's when I said, you know what? I kind of stepped away from it, at that point, because that just kind of hit me, the wrong way. I already paid $14,000. I don't want to be paying another $5,000, and and I just kind of stepped away from it. Now, years later, fast forward 2008, the mortgage industry crashed. I was a mortgage broker. The industry crashed, and I wound up homeless. Okay, I actually lost my first home to foreclosure. So, you know, I was homeless and I was looking to try and get myself out of that situation. And I thought to myself, use what you paid that $14,000 for, Cal. So I went back and dug that up, in my memory banks and started, applying, researching and doing some of the stuff, trying to find wholesale properties and this and that. And lo and behold, all the stuff I learned worked. But the only problem is I needed to find a way to get to the money. So I figured out, so I just literally did a bunch of research and taught myself how to post the properties that I had on the contract, or how to list them or list them with a real estate agent or something like that. And I did that. And lo and behold, I closed my first deal in 17 days. 17 days. Okay, it took me 17 days from the time I actually found the property, contacted the owners, did the contract, put it with a realtor. 17, it was like 12 days later, the realtor found another investor that wanted to buy it, made me an offer. I accepted. We went to close, all done in 17 days. And I walked away with a check for $28,860 and I think 12 cents, something like that. But it was just phenomenal. It was just phenomenal. I could not believe what I had just, stumbled onto or, in doing that. And in the next 45 days, I was able to flip out 4 more properties and bought my first time home. Okay. So if y'all are wondering where all this comes from, it comes from that experience. And I wanted to create a platform that not only is going to change lives by helping people to do something that takes using none of your own money, none of your own credit, and you can earn 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, as you already seen, Mr. Law and I was talking about a deal where the person can make almost $200,000 on one flip. And I also wanted to create something that helped people who are facing foreclosure, because I've been through it. Okay, I've been through it. I know what it's like. It's no fun whatsoever. Okay, it's 1,000 times worse than how I'm feeling this morning, because my blood sugar dropped real low and I woke up, groggy and disoriented, this morning, and I had to, take my insulin and take a cold shower. But it's a 10 times 1,000 worse than that feeling. It really is. And so when I created this platform, I wanted to create something that was going to enable us to really, really help people, not just go in and buy their property and pay off their liens and now we own the property. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to go in, take care of all their liens, keep the foreclosure off their credit, and put a minimum $20,000 in their pocket. Now, in some cases we can put more, but Flipstream never makes an offer to a client through our partnership program if we're not able to offer them at least $20,000 in their pocket at closing. It is essential that these people have enough capital, enough money to transition from foreclosure, to restart their life, to get another place, and just going in and paying off the liens, as a lot of these wholesalers do, and they say, well, that's a win-win for you, sir. That's not a win-win. I can't see that as a win-win. I just don't see that as a win-win. When you're, basically taking the home, yes, you're paying off the liens. Yes, it's going to keep the foreclosure off the credit. But if they've got nothing to start over with, where do these people go? They wind up like I did, homeless. And I don't ever want to see anybody go through that ever again. I don't want to see anybody go through that. So when I created this platform, that's the way we set it up. That's the way I set it up, so we can help people. And then later on, once we get enough capital, we're going to be doing actual foreclosure rescues. Okay, that's a whole nother monster. But it's going to be able to help people to not only keep the foreclosure off their credit, pay off their liens, put $20,000 in their pocket, but they're going to be able to restructure another mortgage with us that's cuts their payment in most cases in half of what they were paying before. So we're going to structure a new mortgage with them, lower their payments by 30, 40, even 50% on a payment that they can afford, and they get to stay in the home that they love, home that they raise their kids in, raise their family in, a home that, that means so much to them. They get to stay in that home and keep their dignity and keep their pride. So that's what Flipstream is all about. Now, are we gonna make money doing this? Yes, we are. Because the way I've structured this, you can't help but make money. Okay, you're gonna make a lot of money. Okay, even on the foreclosure rescue, you're gonna make more money on the foreclosure rescue than you make on the wholesale flips, on the real estate day trade, because that's long-term wealth that we're creating there, and we're creating long-term solutions and helping people to save their homes. So, if you're ever been interested in getting involved with Flipstream, come on, hey, flip-stream.com. Simply that. If you ever been interested in getting involved with Flipstream, I mean, just simply, go to flip-stream.com. You see this thing flashing around at the bottom of the page there, or you can click on your phone and take a picture of that QR code up there where it says free trial, and that'll get you right over to our free trial offer. And Flipstream is right now, for the first 1,000 subscribers, it's only 66 cents per day, $19.99 per month. Now, after we reach our first 1,000 subscribers, it will go up to $79 per month. All right. All right. So let's get on. See, Mr. Hilton see if he's back with us. Yeah, he's back with us. Let me get him on screen. There you go. He's back with us. All right. So let's go ahead and start sharing my screen so we can get into some stuff about Flipstream today. Let's share my screen. Which screen do I want to share? I want to share the Google Chrome screen. There we go. All right. So this is Flipstream. All right. For those of you who've been wondering, you can go to, I'm on my Facebook page here. Let me get out Facebook one. There you go. flip-stream.com. All right. If you want to access Flipstream, let's go to flip-stream.com. Let me make sure I got my full view up so people can see the full view. I don't want to want to make sure people are seeing the full view. All right. Are y'all seeing the full page, or are you looking at? I want to make sure you're not seeing half a page here.
We got it. We can see it.
All right, hold
now
on.
We can't.
Yeah, I'm still working out the my little things on this thing. Y'all give me a second. Give me a second. What am I looking for? My chat box. Need to move my chat box over. Okay. Nah, I just really messed up. Y'all give me a second.
Take your
Put this
time.
back on my. All right, here we go. Yeah, like I said, I'm really not myself this morning, but I'm here. So all right, so there we go. Now we got it back up, right? Right? Y'all see the full screen now, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
All right. Good. All right. So we're back up. We're on the full screen. All right, good. All right. So if you want to check out Flipstream, go to flip-stream.com. That's flip-stream.com. And you'll be able to it'll bring you here to our main page here. Now, as you can see, it says, what is Flipstream? We've done some changes to our cover page here. Flipstream, the real estate investment platform that provides live mentorship, all the tools, resources, and weekly training needed to earn $20K a week flipping properties with none of your own money or credit for just 66 cents a day. Okay. Then it goes on to tell you the key to flipping real estate is access. Access to the right properties, access to motivated sellers, access to fast funding, access to property evaluation tools, access to skilled property rehabbers, access to cash buyers, access to agreements, forms, and documents, access to knowledge. Everything an investor needs to earn big profits flipping real estate. Okay. That's Flipstream in a nutshell. Yes, we start you all off with the main thing that we do is the real estate day trading. Okay, where we flip these properties out to an end buyer. But Flipstream also shows you and assist you and give you all the tools and resources and the mentorship to do whatever type of real estate strategy you may be interested in. Even if you're all the way up to doing development deals, $200 million, $300 million development deals, if that's what you want to do. You can do that through Flipstream. You have all the tools and resources to make that happen. And everything kind of goes down in our business lounge area. Business lounge area is where you're going to find all your tools and resources, all your tools and resources. You can search properties, anything from foreclosed properties to pre-foreclosed properties to distressed properties to, the whole 9 yards. Okay. You can also have your evaluation. You can evaluate your properties using all your evaluation tools. The ARV calculator, which is an after repair calculator, an e-appraiser. You can look up appraisals right here online, right from Flipstream. Public records online directory. Free skip trace. We have 2 of them. We have a free skip trace through cyber background, and we have one through people search. Okay. Check the home value and check the compatible sales. You can do all that right here on Flipstream. Investor tools and calculators. All the different professional real estate calculators that you need. House remodel calculator. House flipping calculators. Rental property cash flow calculators. What they call BRRRR, B-R-R-R-R calculator. That actually stands for, in case y'all didn't know what that stands for. I know that looks kind of crazy there. But BRRRR stands for buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat. Okay, that's what it stands for. So in case y'all ever see that in the industry or see that when you're dealing with different sellers and people who have properties and things like that, and you ever hear that term BRRRR, which is BRRRR calculator, that actually stands for, buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat. Okay, so that's the initials for that. Okay, so we even have those types of calculators, and we have our security of funding. Every type of funding you can think of. We have hard money loans. We have conventional commercial loans. We have private lenders. We have fix and flip loans. We have business loans, and things like that. And we have personal loans. So we actually have access to more than 500 lending partners that you can access directly through Flipstream. And we have a place for you to list and market your contracts and your properties. If you're just doing a contract flip, real estate day trading, you can actually post your contracts on some of these cash buyer MLSs, and you will start getting offers from them. If you have an actual property, you can post your property on here too as well. And a lot of these places that we have that listing, it's not like you're paying a realtor fee. A lot of these are just flat fee services, okay, where you pay one fee, one small fee. So we have all those things there. Mr. Hilton, anything you want to add?
Not particularly, but I hope that people see just how valuable this Rolodex of tools is in the back office of Flipstream. When you're coming into this industry, I think there are 2 things you really need that Flipstream offers. Number one, you need access to tools. And there's so many tools out there. I mean, as a newbie coming in, even as a vet, you can get caught up spending thousands of dollars a month on tools that you need to, get the job done. And the thing that I really like about Flipstream is that all of the tools you need that are free of charge are piled into one place in a Rolodex format, so that all you need to do is go into your back office, get the tools you need, and you can move forward and do what you need to do. Now, the next most important thing that you need when you're trying to get off the ground in this business or trying to succeed in this business, in other words, look over your shoulder, give you when you
Okay, you're breaking up on us. You're breaking up on us. You said, yeah, you're breaking up. Yeah, you're breaking up on us. I think the last coherent thing we heard was the next thing you need is.
Okay, well, we're gonna talk too much.
Yeah,
and
yeah, your connection is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, your connection is really bad. We really can't. Yeah, yeah, we can't hear you because your connection is really bad and you're breaking up on us. But what I think he's trying to say is, uh, the other thing that you need guidance. You need mentorship. Okay, you need mentorship. Okay, you're definitely gonna need that. And we provide mentorship at a really affordable way that we provide it, because mentorship becomes very expensive. Mr. Hilton will tell you himself. He actually paid for 2 mentorship sessions. One was like $11,000, and then he had to pay another one, which was for an additional mentorship session. It was like $5,000 or $7,000, somewhere in that neighborhood. Mentorship is very, very expensive, and everybody that I've known that does mentorship, they want you to pay up front. And I haven't seen anybody offer mentorship other than us that's less than $3,000 for a session. Okay, as you can see here, Flipstream Live Mentorship. Okay, the guidance provided by an REI mentor, that's real estate investment mentor, especially an experienced real estate investor with applicable knowledge of several real estate investment strategies, is extremely valuable and can be very expensive. On average, $3,000 to $10,000 for a 1 hour session. Flipstream subscription members pay no upfront fees for mentorship, ever. Let me repeat that. Flipstream subscription members pay no upfront fees for mentorship, ever. When you schedule a live session with our mentors, you are agreeing to compensate that mentor with 10 to 20% of your settlement at the closing of the successful project they assisted you with. Each mentor's fee is posted on their profile. Now, at present, we have 2 mentors, myself and Mr. Hilton. Later on, when we get our real estate day traders or people who are subscribing to Flipstream, when they start doing more deals and they become more knowledgeable and become experts at what they're doing, then they can opt to become mentors. Okay, and each mentor gets paid at the closing of a successful deal. So if we don't give you great advice that leads to a closing, guess what? You don't pay us any money. Okay, we're not that type of service that's going to go out there and demand that you pay us $3, $10, $15,000 up front for an hour, 2 hour conversation. And our mentorships are all done through Zoom. So you're not just on a phone call. We're able to, like we are here now, we're able to share the screens and give you the share screen capability so we can walk you through certain things, go over certain things with you, show you how to do certain things, not just talk you through it or tell you how to do it, but actually show you how to do certain things. And you can schedule up to an hour and a half. If you need to schedule more than a 30-minute session, you just schedule 3 bite-to-bite sessions, like a 10:30. Well, someone's already got the 11 o'clock coming up for Monday, as I see. But let's say if you were scheduling from 12, 12:30, and then 1 o'clock. So you can have three 30-minute sessions. You just book all 3 of them, in concession. And then you have an hour and a half to go over whatever you need to go over with. Okay? That's how our mentorship works. Okay? And you can come right to our mentorship page, and you can schedule you can pick your schedule and go ahead and schedule your live mentorship session. Okay. Give me a second. Someone was, I think we got a couple of people who were chatting with us. Let's look at the chat here. Tim Dixon. Let me go ahead and put my chat up real quick. Tim Dixon just chatted out. This is a very valuable service and supplies all the tools that we need. But you as the individual have to be consistent and motivate yourself. Now, that is so true. Okay, look, we're going to provide you with all the tools and resources and everything you need to make this happen. We'll even walk you through your first 4 or 5 deals until you get the hang of it. Okay, we even have a partnership program where you can partner up with us, and we're going to talk about that too here in just a little bit. But Mr. Dixon is absolutely correct. And thank you, Mr. Dixon. But he is absolutely correct. You are able to have access to everything you need to flip properties in whatever way you want to do it. We are here to make sure that you are successful, because we don't earn any real money. I mean, 66 cents a day, $19.99 per month for our subscription. But for the level of stuff that we do through Flipstream and the work that we put in, that's nothing compared to what you're gaining. So we don't earn any real money until you become very successful at what you do. And even if you're just using our tools and resources, guess what? You can do an entire deal by yourself through Flipstream and not owe us a dime. You really can. Okay? Now, if you go with the mentorship session, we get 10% to 20%. If you go with the partnership program, we split that 50-50. But if you learn how to do the stuff that we're showing you how to do, if you use all the tools and resources that we provide for you through Flipstream, okay, if you're using all of this stuff, the tools, the resources, the training, the support, everything that we're offering you through Flipstream, you can actually do this and keep 100% of your closing settlement checks. Not have to pay us a dime. If you follow our steps, follow the system, and go through it and do the deals by yourself, all you ever paying us is that 66 cents a day, $19.99 per month. That's Flipstream. Now, exactly what does that $19.99 per month include outside of having access to the tools and resources? We just talked about the mentorship. Now, that's going to cost you, once you close that deal, that's going to cost you 10 to 20% of your settlement. So if your settlement was $50,000 and our fee is 10%, you pay us $5,000. That's not a bad deal. Okay. Now, the other things that you get, we get actual training. We have training every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. for all subscription members. So you can actually tune in every Wednesday night and get the training you need to do these deals by yourself if that's what you want to do. And the training is at no extra cost. That's every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're on here for at least an hour to an hour and a half in training every Wednesday night. Okay? And that's our real estate day trading training. Okay? So I don't know of any other platform that offers as much as we do at the price that we offer it at. Okay? I just don't see it out there. I don't see anything out there that's even close to what we're offering. Especially when it comes to the fact that you can earn so much money without using any of your own credit, any of your own money. You get all the training you ever need, access to mentorship, and access to all the tools and resources. Okay? All right. Again, I apologize if I'm a little bit, I know most of my podcasts I'm a lot more into it, but like I said, I had a really, really rough night. Well, not a rough night, a rough morning. I woke up, my blood sugar it was dangerously low. Dangerously low. If any of y'all know anything about blood sugar, my blood sugar dropped all the way down to like 19. So it was dangerously low. It really was. And I had to take another insulin shot this morning and sat in the cold shower for about a good 40 minutes until I could, my blood sugar came back up, and I, came downstairs and grabbed me a couple of bananas to kind of raise it up, real quickly. As a matter of fact, I just finished one banana right here. Y'all see right here. I just finished one. So I had to raise it up. So if I seem a little bit off this morning, that's why. And I do apologize. But I made a commitment to be here every Sunday, 10:15 a.m. And I'm gonna do my best to stick to that commitment. Just like I made a commitment to help all of our subscription members to be successful at flipping properties. And when they schedule their mentorship sessions, and even if they don't have a mentorship session, our subscription members, our day traders, look, I get calls all the time. I get text messages all the time. I get messages through the site all the time, and I respond back to them as soon as I can. You don't have to, our members don't have to actually schedule a session in order to get in touch with me or Mr. Hilson and get a quick response on something that they may need an answer to immediately. And that's one of the other beauties of Flipstream. We're not one of those platforms you join and you never, ever, 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 ever actually get to even have a conversation with the person who created the platform. That's not us. Okay. I take personal responsibility for the success of our real estate day trades for our subscribers. I really do. Because I know what this can do for them. I know what it did for me. Mr. Hilson knows what it did for him. So I know what it can do for them, and I take personal responsibility for making sure that they are successful. And any one of them can tell you when they get on a live session with me or Mr. Hilson, or if they need something, they send me a text or email or a Facebook Messenger, or they go right to the site through our chat area right here where it says chat. They can go right here, and you can see I've got some chats in here. They can go right here. They can send a chat right to the site because my phone is always on the site, always. So when someone chats something to me through the site, it pops up on my phone, and I try to immediately respond to them and give them whatever assistance that they need. Because even though it may not seem like it's crucial or critical to me, or it's not that big of a deal, to them, it's everything. To one of our day traders, one of our subscription members, when they get something as simple as I contacted someone and that person is deceased, and I need, what do I do next to talk to who do I need to talk to next? Now, that's not a real big problem, but to them, it's everything. So I try to get back to them right away. Well, contact the relatives on the skip trace. See if you can find out who the executor of the estate is. If you're not successful in doing that, then go back to your property locator site over on PropWire. Look for the trustee. Contact the trustee. The trustee is always going to pick up the phone. You're always able to contact the trustee because the trustee is there to make sure that the bank gets their money. They represent the lien holders. Okay, they really do. So you know they want their money. So you contact the trustee. Now the trustee can't give you that person's information because of privacy laws and things like that. But they can pass on your message to that person. So you contact the trustee, you let them know, and this is the advice I give my people, and they will tell you. I've had people contact me here recently that we just did this for. You contact the trustee, and you let them know that you're trying to make an offer on this property that will pay off all liens, all the attorney fees, and put a considerable amount of money, cash, in the homeowner's pocket so that they can transition from foreclosure smooth. Okay. Thank you, Tim. As y'all can see, Tim just gave us a glowing review. God bless you, Calvin. Please make sure that you get some rest after the meeting. This shows me how dedicated. Look, I'm. This is what I do. This is what I made a commitment to do this when I created this platform. So, when you commit to something, especially something that you believe in, when you commit to something that you believe in, and you have other people who are using what you have created to change their life. I mean, the least I can do is to show up. That's the least I can do, is to show up when I say I'm supposed to show up. Okay? Is to be there when I'm supposed to be there. Okay? I think that is probably the main difference between what we do and other wholesale platforms do. Other wholesale platforms, when they set up their platforms, yeah, I understand it's a business. And don't get me wrong, this is very much a business. Okay, this is very much a business. But this is not just a numbers game for us. This is a business where I want to see every single person who uses Flipstream to be successful in locating, structuring, putting together deals, closing out deals, and getting big settlement checks at closing. I don't want to see 10% of the people doing that. I don't want to see 50% of the people doing that. I want to see 100% of every person who is using Flipstream. I want to see them all making money. I want to see them all being successful. That's why I took the time to put together a platform of this nature. That's why we put it together. That's why Mr. Hilton and I, we're dedicated to doing the live mentorship sessions. That's why we put in, we do this 24/7 almost. I'm going to be honest with you. Because I know Mr. Hilton, he's out in the field all the time. Okay? He's the one who's out in the field, who's running down leads and all this other stuff that he does for Flipstream. Okay? I take care of most of the technical stuff. Okay? The training, the website, finding all the tools and resources, finding the right tools and resources, making sure the program has the right type of everything pieces onto the puzzle to make this a smooth and easy, and make it easy for us to teach other people how to do it. Because look, it does no good to have a great system if the system is not teachable. If it's not teachable, then come on. If only you can understand it, what good is it to anybody else? Okay? So we want to make sure that we have a system that is very, 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 very much teachable. And not only that, it's easy to comprehend, and the tools and the resources are easy to use and easy to access. That's why everything is set up the way it is, step by step, to use the tools and resources, to locate the properties, identify the motivated sellers, structure the deal, find the motivated sellers, all the contracts and everything you need to send them, set up your closing, get paid. Okay? That's Flipstream. That's Flipstream. Yes, Mr. Joshua, Alicia, I'm doing the best that I can, and I really do. I take care of myself health wise. It's just that sometimes I get so caught up because I'm so excited about what we have, and I'm so caught up in it. I do this every single day. Every single day. I think the only day that I actually have any time off from this, really, and not even that, is Saturday. but other than that, I'm actually doing this, probably, Monday through Fridays, and then Saturdays I take a little bit of a break and try to break from it, but then I'm back at it 10:15 Sunday morning. You know, and don't get me wrong, I love this. I love it. I love it. This is I love this. I really do. Okay. So I need people to understand that we are committed to this. Mr. Hilson, myself, and we have some great real estate day traders who are committed to it too. Okay. There's Joshua, you know, Tabitha, there's another one, Jen Williams. We got Tim, Mr. Daniels, you know, you know, Josh. You know, we got a lot of them. That's just to name a few. That's just the name of few. You know, so this is Flip Street. I mean, this is Flip Street. All right, real quick, let's walk through some of the stuff that we have to offer here and show some people some things. All right, so we've gone over our training. We have training every Wednesday night. Okay. We also have our partnership program, which is part of our network lounge. We have our partnership program. Oh, let's see here. Give me a second here. Day trade deal submission. All right. We have our partnership program where our day traders can partner with us. They actually go in and structure the deal, find the deal, structure the deal, verify the phone numbers and everything. Then they send the deal over to us. We'll take it from there. We will contact the owner of the properties. We will make the offer. We will close them. We will take care of doing all of the correct contracts, the purchase agreement. If it's an assignment, we will make sure we do have the proper assignment letter that applies to the different state disclosures and laws in the different states. Because wholesaling is legal in all 50 states. It is legal in all 50 states. But there are different states have different disclosures and restrictions. We make sure that we have the right contract for the right state. So we'll take care of doing that. We'll take care of making the offer. We'll take care of getting them contracted. We will take care of finding the end buyer. We will take care of setting up the closing, and then we will close. And through this whole process, we're keeping you, the day trader who submitted that deal, we're keeping you in the loop. Okay? At every stage. We let you know when the client is closed. We let you know at what numbers the client was closed at. We let you know when we find an end buyer and what the end buyer's offer is, what the best offer is. We let you know how much money you can expect at closing. When we put this to a title company or a real estate attorney, whichever one it is, and we're getting ready to do the close, when we get the settlement statement, the closing settlement statement, we'll send you a copy of it. So you will know exactly how the numbers break down, who gets what, and how much money we're going to get on the check at closing. Once all that's done and we close, and we get that check, then we split that check with you. If it's a $50,000 check, that's $25,000 to you and $25,000 to Flip Street. If it's a $60,000 check, it's $30 to you and it's $30 to Flip Street. Okay, so that's how our partnership program works. Okay, now when we start doing the foreclosure rescue, the partnership program works even better because then you're participating in positive cash flow that we're generated from those properties that are in our portfolio of income producing properties. And not only are you participating in the cash flow, say for instance, we find a property and the person wants to save their home. They don't want to just sell their home or pay off the liens and put 20 grand in their pocket and have to leave their home. They want to save their home. They want to keep their home. So with those people, we will come in and we purchase that pay off those liens not by getting an end buyer. We're using our own money. So we're not going to an end buyer. This is a property that we're going to keep ourselves. So we use our own money to pay off that person's liens. We use our own money to put $20,000 cash in their pocket. Okay? And then we close on that. Now we own that property. Now we go to that person and say, you don't have to move. If you want to stay in your home, let's restructure a mortgage that makes sense for you. Not like the mortgage you had that got you in foreclosure before. Now let's do a mortgage that makes sense for you. Our mortgage, our lease purchase, lease to own, rent to own, whatever you want to call it. We are now going to structure a mortgage that you can afford. If their payment was $1,900 before, we're going to try to lower that by 30, 40, even 50% if we can. Okay? Thus having them in a situation that they can now afford. And they don't even have to give us any type of down payment or anything like that. So that $20,000 that they got in their pocket, that's their money. Do what they want to do with it. Use that to pay off some of the bills or whatever the case may be. We would even delay their first payment for 60 days. That's a true rescue program. Now, in that rescue program, let me see if I can share my calculator here. We're getting down to the numbers here again, Mr. Law. I gotta get in here and share my calculator. Hold on here. Let me do another share. Replace share screen. I need to share everything. I need to share entire screen. Now, this is gonna look kind of funny when I first do it, but all right. Let me share the entire screen. All right. Can y'all see the entire big screen, or is it?
You got the small screen going right now.
Yeah. Let me share the big thing. All right. Get rid of the overlay. All right. Now can y'all see the big screen?
Yeah.
All right. It looks funny when I first do it, but now it should look better.
Ready to go.
Okay. All right, good. All right. So now I'm going to share my calculator because look, let me find my calculator here, y'all. Once we have now paid off their liens, put $20,000 in their pocket. As a matter of fact, let me do this like this. I'm gonna pull up a property and just walk through and show you what the rescue program would look like. Let's look up a real property that needs some help. Okay, we're gonna look up a real property. All right. So we're looking up a real property, and this is one of the tools that you access through FlipStream. For those of you who are watching us for the first time, we have a collaboration deal with PropWire. Okay, you all get to use this for free. It doesn't cost you anything, doesn't charge you anything. You don't have to you don't have to put in your credit card information. Just create a free account with PropWire. You all get to use it for free. Okay, great deal. Okay, you all get to use it for free. Okay, all right. So let's look up a real property. I'm gonna go here in Florida because I'm in Florida, and we're gonna look up a real property. If you come through here, you got more than 9 million properties to evaluate here in Florida. I'm gonna go here and put in my evaluation keys here. Make sure we get what we're looking for. I'm gonna put in zombie properties. We want to look for zombie properties. We're gonna put in pre-foreclosure properties. So we definitely want the pre-foreclosures. We're gonna put in. We want to make sure we're looking for a property that has high equity. We always tell our people don't send us anything that has less than 70% equity. If you're doing the properties completely on your own, I would suggest don't go below 60%. If you're doing them completely on your own, 65 really. But if you're doing it completely on your own, you can do that. But just make sure that your numbers are right. And I also like to put in vacant homes. those are the criteria that I like. Okay. Once we have those criteria in, then we go over to the property types. And to start off, right now we're at about 6.4 million properties. And I'm going to click single family homes to give us narrow it down a little bit. Now we're down to 3.3 million. Now we're going to go to price because I'm here in Florida. Florida has some good value, so I'm going to go from 0 estimated value. I'm going to go up to 400,000 here in Florida. All right, I never click list price because we don't want to deal with properties that's been listed. We always want to deal with off-market properties. When you see this, you always want to deal with this off-market. So where it says off-market, off-market, off-market. You want to deal with off-market properties all the time, okay? And then we're going to go over here where it says more. We're going to put in our owner filters, and I only want to deal with individuals. I don't want to deal with businesses, banks of trust, or anything like that. Save and close. All right, it's going to give us our list of properties. Now, in case y'all didn't know it, I'm walking you all through a deal. Okay? In case you people out there who are in social media land, YouTube country and Facebook country, in case you're watching us, this is what we call walking you through a deal. Okay? This is how we walk you through a deal when you schedule a private or you schedule your mentorship session. We sit down with you and we come on here and we literally walk you through a deal. Okay. Mm-hmm. So now we've got 1.5 million properties that fits our criteria that we can search. I'm just going to go ahead and click this one and finish 99% equity. We're going to use it just to kind of, see what's just to kind of put a deal together. First of all, I'm going to jump down. Now, this is a HUD home. It says only $1. And actually, I probably don't want to use this one because this is. All right. Let me let y'all in on something. All right. When you see stuff like this, government agency, that's kind of a red flag for our industry. Because what's probably going on with this, I know it says list pendings, but what's probably going on with this is probably a reverse mortgage. When you see a lender that says financial freedom senior funding, that is, I would bet you $100 that's a reverse mortgage. Mr. Hilton, do you agree?
I do agree. And as you can see, the strange thing about that is the payoff is $1.
$1. Because in case y'all don't know, I'm gonna tell y'all real quick how reverse mortgage works. It is for people who are 62 years of age. I mean, I would even consider doing a reverse mortgage once I hit 62 and I got enough money in my, if I got lots of equity in my property, especially if my property was completely paid off, and if I didn't have family members or a daughter or somebody that I did not want to leave my property to, or if they had properties already and me leaving them this property is not going to help them or benefit them in any substantial way, especially if it's a very valuable property and the property taxes are real high, they can't afford to have this property. All right. So if that was my situation, not saying that reverse mortgages are right for everyone, but for that elderly person who is retired and who owns their home, don't owe anything on it, okay, home has good value, and they don't have any relatives that they would want to leave their property. They may not be chummy with their relatives like that. not everybody is the Huxtables, right? Everybody's not the Huxtables, okay? All right. Everybody is not, the Good Times family or whatever it is, So all families are not chummy like that. So if that's the situation, reverse mortgage is actually a pretty good deal. Because the way a reverse mortgage works is, and because of the way it works, why it's not a deal that we can do. We can't touch it. Right, Ms. Hilson?
Absolutely right. You don't want anything to do with that.
We can't touch it. The way a reverse mortgage works, a person who is 62 years old, who owns their home, They can still owe money on it, but they have to have considerable equity in it. But in this case, it looks like this person owed nothing on the home. Home is worth $286,715. Guess what? A reverse mortgage is just what it is. It is a mortgage in reverse. That person can now go to the federal government and say, hey, I want to take out a loan in reverse on my home. In other words, my value is $286,000. The federal government says on most reverse mortgages, they'll give you up to 80% of the value in most cases of the property. Okay? That's cash money that they're going to put in your pocket. Okay? So on this loan, $286,000 property, they probably got 80%. They probably got $228,000, $800. So they got $228,800 is what they got in their pocket. Now, here's the kicker. They don't have to pay that back. There's no monthly payments on it. That's just money for them to live on. And here's the other kicker. They get to stay in their home until they die. That's a reverse mortgage. Okay? Now that senior person has $228,000. Is that not a pretty good retirement supplement? On top of whatever retirement plan they already got, on top of whatever they may still be working, I don't know, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's on top of their Social Security, right?
Right.
That's on top of whatever money they got coming in, whatever money they got in the bank, whatever job they may have as a senior citizen, whatever it can be. That's an extra $228,800, and they get to stay in their home with no payments. That's reverse mortgage. Now, people saying, what's the catch? The catch is when you die, that home becomes a HUD home, government home. Mm-hmm. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So we cannot touch these deals. Okay? So when you see this, that's not a deal. You can't touch it. Okay? I can tell you for a fact that that is a reverse mortgage. But first of all, lender type, government agency, lender name, HUD.
And they only owe $1.
Exactly. The second lender on the deal, when they did the reverse mortgage, they did it through a company called Financial Freedom Senior Funding. That's a reverse mortgage. Y'all seen the commercial with Tom Selleck, right? Mr. Magnum PI, right? Promoting the reverse mortgages. That's what this is. All right, so we can't touch that. All right, so we get off that. That's not one. I just gave y'all a quick education on what a reverse mortgage is. All right, let's see here, 69.99. Now on rescue deals, we will be able to do a 69% deal. So I'm going to click on it. But we're talking about rescue deals. How we're going to structure our rescue deals. I'm going to click on this one because we can do a 69% deal. We can do a 65 or a 60% deal we can even do a 50% deal. Okay? If we're rescuing the property, which means we're not flipping it out to an end buyer. So we don't have to worry about what an end buyer is going to offer us. Right? We're using our own money on the rescue deals. Okay? So on the rescue deal, we would look at this type of deal right here. Okay? Line here. All right, lease pendants, great. We're good. We're good. All right. So on this deal, I'm going to show y'all what a rescue deal would look like all the way through to what the day trader, the real estate day trader, one of our subscription members who structured this deal and sent it over to us for us to rescue. I'm going to show you how they make money on it too. Okay? And we'll show you how we're going to restructure this deal. All right. If we got this on a foreclosure rescue deal, when we look at this property, we're going to be looking at, first of all, the value. $289,369. I want y'all to remember that number. That is a very, very important number. Okay? For so many reasons. Okay? Now, for those of you out there who are thinking about the who want to become a partner in Flipstream, who want to be an actual shareholder in Flipstream, you all might want to take notice of this. Now, we're not looking for shareholders we're looking for serious shareholders. Serious shareholders. I'm going to go ahead and say it. If you've got at least $40,000 that you can invest, you can become a partner in Flipstream. We're not looking for 100 partners. We're not looking for 50 partners. We're looking for at most 10 to 15 partners, period. Okay, this is a very exclusive part of Flipstream if you want to be on this side of it. Okay, but it requires a significant investment. So if that person is you, you should be paying very close attention to what I'm about to say next. Okay. $298,369. That is the estimated value. That is a very important number for us when we're looking at rescuing properties, rescuing people from foreclosure. So that's the number right there. We're looking at that. We're also looking at the equity. We got over $206,000 of equity, 69% equity. Like I said, on partnership deals, we can go as low as 50% equity, so we can help out a lot more people will qualify for the partnership deal than the people that will qualify for the wholesale deals, the day trade deals. Because the day trade deals require us to find an end buyer, so we got to have enough room in it for that end buyer to make money too. So therefore, the deals that we're doing that has to be at least 70%. If we're doing them on a partnership deal, if you're doing the deal yourself, you can go as low. I would tell you to go as low as 60 to 65%. Okay? All right. But let's say we're doing this as a rescue. All right. We're going to pay off their existing loan of $91,538. We don't have to worry about calculating, the 20%, 40%, I'm sorry, the 40%, 50%, and 60% on the offer to value part of it, because we're not offering it to anybody to buy it from us. We're not doing that. Okay? This is a property that we're going to use our own money. Flipstream is going to use its own capital to go in and pay off that lien of $91,538 to this mortgage company. We're going to pay it off. We're going to offer that person 20 grand in their pocket. Okay? So that's $91,538 plus $20,000 that we're putting in the seller's pocket, the homeowner's pocket. Okay? That's going to be a total. Our total offer to them is going to be $111,538. Now you see why I say if we're looking for partners, we need partners who can invest at least $40,000. So our goal is we need to raise $500,000 in order to even start the foreclosure rescue outside of this. If we get 1,000 subscribers, that gives us $20,000 per month reoccurring at that $19.99 per month. If we get 100 lifetime members, that gives us $250,000. Lifetime membership is $2,500. If we get that gives us $250,000. We're halfway there, right? If we can get 10 to 15 partners, shareholders, at least $40,000 on the investment side. Some may want to invest more. If you invest more, your share percentage is more. Plain and simple as that. Okay? So, but we're going to use our own money, our own capital, Flipstream's own capital, to pay off those liens, put that $20,000 in that person's pocket. That's stage one of the rescue. We do that, we close. We set it up at a title company and we close on that deal. Title company takes out $111,538. They cut a check for Universal American Mortgage for $91,538. Right, Mr. Hilson?
Absolutely.
They cut a check to them. They cut a check for $20,000 to the person who we're buying this home from, the person we're rescuing. That's their money in their pocket. Do what they want to do with it. Okay? And then we have to pay the title company. Title company's probably going to, so it's going to be a little bit more than this, whatever the title company fees are. All right? Which would probably be about, what, $1,200. At most I've ever seen the title, most I've ever paid the title company doing type of closing was on a very expensive property. That was like $2,200. Does that sound about right, Mr. Hilson?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, and we're going to pay the title company. All right? Now, for them doing the title search, putting together paperwork and all that type of stuff. All right? So, there we are. We now, essentially, we own that property. We just bought a property that we own. We have $111,538 in that property. But we own it free and clear. Do we not?
We absolutely own it.
Okay. As y'all notice, I'm starting to kind of shake off this grogginess. When I start talking numbers, I start getting back into my element. But for some reason, when I start talking numbers, it seems to cure all my ailments. Okay? I'm just being real with you. Okay. All right. So we now own this property outright. We own it, and we have invested $111,538. Now, that is what percentage of this from the value that we own this property for? We now have about 65% equity in a property. Do we not?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we have 100% equity because we don't owe anybody anything on it. It's just that we have invested $111,000 to get the property, but we bought it for about 35% of its value. Did we not?
Absolutely did.
Is that not a good deal for us as an investment firm?
Absolutely.
Anytime you can buy a property for 35% of the value, that's a great business move, is it not?
Great move.
So, for you people out there who are thinking about becoming partners with us, we are going to be acquiring income-producing properties at less than 50% of the value. Now, I have to whisper that. I want y'all to lean forward and really hear what I'm saying. I don't want to scream this to you. I want y'all to kind of stop doing whatever you're doing, put it on hold. Okay, whatever you're doing, put it on hold. Mama getting ready to fix you a nice Sunday dinner. Hold up, mama. This man on here talking about getting properties at less than 50% of the value. Put my chicken and my collard greens in the oven. I'll get to that in a minute. All right. This is very valuable, people. Okay? So we're going to be acquiring properties at less than 50% of the value. In this case, it will be about 35% of the value of the property.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine having 2,000, 5,000 properties that you acquired at less than 50. Is that not a great real estate portfolio?
Absolutely.
Woo. And I'm not done yet. Okay, that's not even the best part. So we've acquired this property at 35% of its value. Now, you notice this thing right here says estimated loan payment. Well, that's not the real loan payment, so let's click that. The interest rate for the current mortgage is unavailable. Okay, so we've assumed 6% in calculating the homeowner's estimated loan payment. Now, this is really just based on what this original loan was. We don't know what the actual payment is. They are assuming that's it. That payment could be $1,200, could be $1,400, could be $1,500 per month. Okay, we will find that out. I can bet you anything is more than that $624. Okay, a person don't go into foreclosure on $624 per month. Okay, I'm just letting you know that. Okay, because this tells you right here, they don't know what the interest rate was. They don't know what the mortgage payment is. They are assuming. They're just doing an assumption. Okay. Now this was done back in 2016. Okay? That was the last recorded date. All right? So they don't know what this monthly payment is. They really don't. Now, if this person is still staying in this home, we would do what's called a rescue plan. And if they still want to stay in the home, we do a rescue plan. Okay? I'm willing to bet that the payment is probably about $1,200 to $1,400 per month with taxes, insurance, all that type of stuff, whatever it is on their payment. Probably a little bit more. It may be as much as $1,600 per month. Okay? However, we now own the property for 35% of the value. Okay? The seller, the homeowner, has $20,000 in their pocket. The homeowner doesn't have to worry about the house being in foreclosure because we have essentially stopped the foreclosure. No foreclosure on their credit for 7 years. They got money in their pocket, 20 grand, to do whatever they want to do with, pay other bills, pay other debts, whatever. Buy a new car. It's none of our business. That's their money. Now we're going to restructure another mortgage that makes sense for them. If their mortgage payment on this property was $1,600 per month, or whatever it is, if it was $1,200 per month, if it was $1,400, whatever it is, let's just say their mortgage payment was $1,400 per month. Right? We're going to minimum, we're going to drop 30% off their mortgage to start off with, to see if that will work for them. So it's going to be based on what type of money they have coming in, the resources, the income they have, whatever it could be. But we are going to restructure a new mortgage. It is going to be a 25-year mortgage. Okay? All right. Now some people say, well, yeah, why you want to take that mortgage back up 25 years? Because we are a business, we got to make money. We can't do rescue plans if we don't make money. Right, Mr. Hilson? Got to make money. You can't rescue any homes. You can't buy any of this stuff if we don't make money. Plain and simple. So, 25-year mortgage. We're going to drop their payment by 30%. Okay? Which means they're probably going to have a $980 a month to $1,000 a month mortgage. Okay? That's a lot better than the $1,600, than the $1,400 a month. In some cases, when mortgages are even higher, we may be able to go as low as 50% on the mortgage. Okay? Now, with that being said, that's $980 a month that is now coming in. And guess what? They get 2 months, 60 days before they start making that payment. They didn't have to spend any of that $20,000 that we put in their pocket. They didn't have to turn around and say, well, we got to give you a first month, last month, and a security deposit. No, they didn't. If they want to stay in that home, because this is a rescue plan, they got that 20 grand that they got at closing, and they got 60 days to make their first payment that's 30% less. In some cases, 40%, in some cases, 50%, 30% less than what their original mortgage was, the one that they got in trouble with. Okay? And my partner's trying to get back in here. Let me see where he's at. I think I lost it, but he'll get back in. Sorry about that screen there, y'all. When I flip back over, it does that cascading screen, but as y'all can see, we're back to where we need to be at now. There we go. All right. So now we're receiving $980 a month. Okay? $980 a month. Now, first off, the real estate day trader who sent us this deal, who structured this deal, is going to get 20 to 25% of that. So we take that 980 minus, let's go ahead and say 25% if we're feeling generous. That's $245 a month. That the real estate day trader who structured that deal now has residual income, or They're building a portfolio of income producing of income from income producing properties. Does everybody see the value in that? Do y'all see the value in that? I mean, that's incredible by itself. That's $245 per month that you're now receiving. Now, that leaves us with $735 per month on this income producing property. On a property that we own for less than 35% of its value. Now, what are they paying us back? They're paying us back a little bit less than what the value is on the property. We're going to put the equity that they had is going to be the amount of the mortgage. So they're paying us back on $206,000 on that's the mortgage. Okay. The value is $298,000. Well, some of y'all probably say, well, Kevin, why would you sell the house by them at less than the value? Hold on, everybody. All right. So $206,000 on the equity, or it may be a little bit higher. It may be $240,000, $250,000, but it's going to be less than the value, right? But first of all, let's deal with this. The day trader is now getting $245 per month. $245 times 12 months. So each year, the day trader is making about $29.40 on this one property. Okay, over the next 20 years, 25 years, 25-year mortgage, that day trader is looking at the maturity value of $73,500 over the next 25 years of receiving payments from that one property. If that day trader does 50 deals like this, what is their maturity value? The net worth of the properties that they have. If they're all 25 deals is generating the same $245, that we always now we know every deal is not going to generate the same amount of money. Some going to generate more, some going to generate less. But let's just say, for the sake of saying, for numbers' sake, that they're doing all the same deal. And let's say that they're doing that over the course of the next year and a half, they've done 100 deals. That times 100, that day trader has a net worth based on the 25-year maturity value of all the property, of those 100 properties, $7,350,000. That's if they decide to stick with that 200, stick with that monthly, getting that 25% of that monthly revenue coming from that property. Now, on the flip side, what are we looking at? We were looking at $735. We were looking at $735. So 735 times 12. We're looking at $800 per year. Okay, that times 25 years, looking at $220,000. Right now, we've got 100 properties like that. Just on 100, let's do the same number. We're looking at $22 million in the net worth of the company. That's the total net worth of the 100 properties that we own, with a maturity value of $22 million over the next 25 years. That's the maturity value. That's just 100 properties. That's just 100 properties. Now, let's look at some real money. Because we're not done with this property. Remember, we said this number right here was very important. $298,369. Right? So let's say that's the value of the property. $298,369 that we own for less than 35% of its value. Now, what we're going to do with that property, we're going to turn that property into an active security. Okay, in case y'all didn't know, I used to be a mortgage broker. I actually worked for a company called UC Lending back in the day, where they had a training program where they sent us to Wall Street, New York, when the Twin Towers were still up back in the day. They sent us where we trained at the New York Stock Exchange, because with that company, they wanted us to learn how interest rates and mortgages play a huge factor in the economy. Haven't y'all noticed that interest rates, mortgage rates control the economy? Have y'all ever noticed that? Well, that's why they sent us to the New York Stock Exchange, Wall Street, to learn how interest rates affect the global economy. Now, one of the things that I learned there is that properties, income producing properties, y'all pay attention. For you real estate investors out there that thought just buying a property and flipping it out and buying a property and renting it out, you thought that was the thing to do? I'm about to drop a nugget on y'all. Okay? I'm about to drop a serious nugget on y'all. Because 90% of you all didn't know this. You can take an income producing property and you can turn it into an active security, and you can sell shares in that security. I told y'all when I talk about numbers, it cures me, didn't it? Woo, I'm back. I am back. So here's what we got. We got this property. Now we're going to turn it into an active security. Calvin, how do we turn that into an active security? Don't the SEC have rules about it? Yes, they do. And there's an SEC rule that allows you to turn real property into an active security if it's income producing property. And you can sell shares in that security to fund that security. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this property right here, and we are going to create an LLC for this property. Not my company's LLC, not any other company, but we're going to create an actual standalone, separate LLC for 3381 West Hidden Haven Court. And it will be just that, 3381 West Hidden Haven Court, LLC, out of Tampa, Florida. That would be the actual LLC name. We're going to legally establish an LLC for that property. Now, once we've established the LLC, then we can open up a bank account for that LLC. 3381 West Hidden Haven Court, LLC. We can go to Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Chase Manhattan, whatever credit union, and set up a actual standalone bank account for that LLC. I just dropped a huge nugget on a lot of y'all that didn't even know this existed. Okay? Today, you all are learning from Flipstream without even being a subscription member of Flipstream. We just dropped a huge nugget. Now, for those people out there who are thinking about becoming investors, you better lean real close in on this broadcast. Tell mama, mama, that chicken I told you to put in the oven? Go ahead and put it in the refrigerator. I'll warm it up later. Because this man is this guy here on YouTube and on Facebook, he about to drop a nugget, a big nugget. I mean, a serious, he about to drop a diamond. He ain't dropping no nugget. He's dropping a diamond right now. Okay? All right. So now we turn this property into an LLC. Now, we're going to allow people to buy shares in that property for as little as $100. How many places can you invest in income producing property with as little as $100? Most places want you to invest $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $10,000 minimum. But we're going to allow people to invest as little as $100 to get shares of this income producing property, shares of this LLC. Now, what is the value of this LLC, this active security? What's the value? What is our funding amount that we're trying to reach for this active security? Because you can't just have an open-ended LLC where you just have all types of investment. You got to have you got to put, according to the SEC, the rule is you have to set an amount, the amount of what this security is valued at. And then you can have people to invest to get that security fully funded. So our amount is not going to be $298,369 because that's the value of the property. We could make it that amount, but if we did that, our investors would be in negative equity once they fully invested in the property. So we don't want to put our investors in negative equity. We want them to have positive equity from the get-go, so their dividends are in the positive from the start and not in the negative. I know I just went over a lot of y'all's head. But trust me, those who know, you know what I'm talking about. Those who know, you all just hit that, aha, well, oh, snaps. That was one of those types of moments. Okay? So we're going to place the value. Remember I told you we're going to place the value at around $206,000 to $240,000 less than the estimated value. Why? Because we don't want the property going into negative equity for our investors who are fully funding this property. So we're going to say we need to get this property fully funded for $230,000. That's what we need to get it fully funded for. Right? Which we are about 80% of the value. 85, whatever percent of the value. So now we get that property fully funded from the investors, people who invested $100, $200, $300, $400, $500, $600, $700, $800. They get their share. If they invested $100, they got 10 shares. They got 10 shares of this property. Now, what's the rate that we're charging? Well, the rate is based on the rate that we're charging the person who is renting the property, or who is leasing the property, who is leasing to own the property, or who's buying the property, or whatever the case may be, to our lease purchase agreement or our rent to own purchase agreement. That's why we do our agreements on lease purchases or rent to own. Okay? So we can turn it into an actual security, create a bank account for it, sell shares in that security. And then once those people buy their shares, they are now getting their portion of that monthly payment that the people are paying. So we get it fully funded. Let's say everybody just does $100, right? So you divide that by 100. If it's all just $100, but some people are going to do more, some people are going to do less. Okay? Divide that by 100. Let's say they all do $100. So we have a minimum investment of $100 for people to invest in income producing property. Whoa, that's big by itself. So we got 2,300 people who have invested in this property to get us our $230,000. Now, that $230,000, now those people are now getting their share. If they got 10 shares, so they all did $100, 10 shares each, right? Each share, if our rate is 3.75%, each share is 3.75%. If they put in $300 and they got 30 shares, each share is worth, they're getting 3.75%. Y'all see how that works? Everybody see how that works? And that's the percentage of the payments that they're getting on their dividends check. Now, we got $230,000. What are we going to do with that $230,000? Remember we talked about our day trader who set this deal up is going to have an option of how they want to get paid. Now, our day trader at this point, they're getting $245 per month from this property. Once we get this property fully vested, fully funded, $230,000, guess what, people? That day trader can now decide okay, I want to keep getting my $245, which is going to equal to X number of shares, in this property. Or I can cash out. I can cash out. If I cash out, I can take 20 to 25%. Let's say 20%. I can cash out at $46,000 right now. I can cash out at $46,000. So now that day trader is no longer be getting the $245 per month, but now that day trader got a check, a lump sum check for $46,000. Now, as that day trader is doing more and more deals, they can decide to keep some monthly revenue from the income producing properties, and they can decide to cash out on some of their properties when we get them fully funded. So I know y'all thought Flipstream was just another old wholesaling site. I know y'all thought, what Calvin doing? He trying to put together a wholesale site. They're diamond does. Everybody got wholesale. They ain't got one like this one, though. I guarantee you, they ain't one out there like this one. Okay. Now you all are starting to realize and see the value of Flipstream. Yeah, there's other wholesale sites out there just flip properties or whatever this is and that, but they don't have the depth that Flipstream has. So now that day trader can now diversify their portfolio with Flipstream. They got 3 ways that they can get diversified income. They can flip properties, do these day trade deals that we're getting an end buyer for and get all their money up at the closing, up front, kind of say, right? On those deals, 20, 30, 40, 50, sometimes $100,000 per deal. So they can do those deals. And now, let's say for every 10 of those deals they do 2 or 3 of the what? The rescue deals, where we are buying the properties outright ourselves, using our own money, thus securing a what? Revenue from income producing properties. And when we turn those properties into active securities and sell the shares in them to get them fully funded, right? They can cash out on some of those deals if they want to, or they can keep some of the reoccurring deals for the reoccurring, or keep some of the income producing deals for the reoccurring revenue. That's called diversification. Okay, I know it's a big word. I know some big words, believe it or not. Not as dumb as I look. That's called diversification. Okay. They've got a portfolio of diversified revenue. That's what they have now. Now, let's talk about our investors, our partners, those people who want to come in with us and be a part of this on that level. First of all, the money that you invested on each deal that we're doing like this, you're getting your share of that $230,000. That's what we paid. What's called back. That's going to be $180,000 on this deal right here. Remember, and this is a kind of a small. What do you think happened when we do a rescue deal in California where the property is worth $2 million, $5 million, $6 million, and they owe $200,000, $300,000 on it? We do that deal and we put them back in that property, and they're paying $3,600, $4,000, maybe $5,000 a month. So that's what the deals there in those areas. They're paying that kind of money on those deals. Or if we're doing a deal on an apartment complex, a 1 to 4 unit, or a multi-unit that has 27 units in it, and that property is worth $40, $50, $60 million, and they owe $2 million on it. We buy that property and flip it out, or not flip it out. We buy that property and we rescue, and they're able to keep them in managing that apartment complex. And instead of them paying us $40,000 per month or $30,000 a month, because that's what they were paying on the property, because they're paying us like $15,000 a month or $10,000 a month, whatever the case may be. And then we fund that deal. We get that funded by our network. Get that funded by the investors. We got a $60 million deal. We seek funding of $40 million. We get it fully funded, and then that $40 million comes in. What happens to that day? What's that day trader's cut on that when they cash out on a $40 million funded deal, fully funded security? So The $40,000 that you invest on the partnership side as a shareholder with Flipstream, you're getting your cut, your percentage based on what you invested back out of that lump sum each and every time. Each and every time. You're looking at a return in ROI. Let's do some or you're looking at a return on your investment of more than 50%. What other investment strategy out there gives you that type of return? Gives you that type of ROI? At best, most of them is giving what? 8, 9%, 10%, maybe 19%. This is Flipstream. This is Flipstream. All right, let's see if I can get back over here to my partner because I know he was trying to get him in on some stuff. Let me change my share. Stop sharing. All right. Let me see what we got going on here. All right, you back, Mr. Hilson.
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
I hear you. All right. What you think about this flip? And by the way, y'all feel better. I'm back.
Hold on. Let it read.
All right, he's got to come back up because he's doing some stuff here. All right, let's look at what our people got. I'll have to say in the chat. Let's do a chat overlay here. Let's see what people got to say in the chat. Of course, Mr. Hilson saying it's amazing. Free and clear property now. On my recent search, I have been seeing a lot of reverse mortgages. Yes, there are a lot of reverse mortgages out there, especially when times are hard. Reverse mortgages become very, very popular. Ms. Joshua says, yeah, she skipped the 99% equity. Florida is a great market, Mr. Dixon. It really is. We'll look at Illinois. Not today. We don't have that kind of time, but we'll look at it in training on Wednesday night. Come in on Wednesday night, and we'll just look at whatever you want to look at. Right now, we're looking at what we're looking at because we have time restraint. We've got some other stuff here. People are chiming in. All day PNG, good every day. Me too, all day, every day. Way to go, Alicia, all. Okay. Do you think that you could find motivated sellers on the MLS? Hold on, I got to bring Mr. Which color on this one. All right. Long. Somebody just asked, do you think you could find motivated sellers on the MLS?
Well, that's an interesting question, Calvin, because technically you can, but should you go that route? The answer would be no, because unless you have connections with an investor-friendly realtor, which most people don't have, you're not going to get access to motivated sellers very easily. And then once you do get past that barrier, you would have to have funds on hand, which the average newbie, the average newbie doesn't have, right? You got to have the cash on hand to deal with all of the things that the realtors are going to throw at you. And typically, they're not going to be on your side. That's why I say you have to have an investor-friendly realtor. That way you would have that realtor would be in some way, form, or fashion pulling for you to be successful. Otherwise, the realtor is going to typically be working against you. Now, it's the lowest hanging fruit, so most people want to just deal with realtors. But if it were that easy, we wouldn't have to use these creative methods to get into real estate without cash and credit. So I wouldn't recommend it. In other words, stay away from MLS, stairway to starting out. Now, once you get some experience and some know-how, which we could teach you how to do that, don't feel like you can't take that step eventually. Just book a consultation through Flipstream, and we can help you with that. But for a newbie, there's so much more you can do without ever involving a realtor that it just doesn't make sense to go that route.
Yeah, and great answer, and I will add to that is my answer would be it's possible, but it's not probable. Okay,
Right.
yeah, it's possible. Anything's possible. Yeah, you can possibly go through, find motivated buyer on a motivated seller on the MLS, but it's not probable. The
Let me add
probability of it
something.
is very low. I'm sorry.
Let me add something, Calvin, because this is a very crucial part of my story that I don't tell often. But if you look at the timeline when I got into this business, it was right around 2015, and I started out in mobile homes, right? But once I got kind of tired of the mobile home carousel, I went ahead and I started doing flipping single family homes. And I too, like some of these people, had the bright idea that, hey, I could just go and deal with realtors and not have to go through the searching process. And, everything will just work that much quicker and easier.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is when I lost the most money that I've ever lost in real estate, because deal after deal after deal, first of all, they weren't bringing me deals that benefited me. They were bringing me deals that benefited them and the seller.
Exactly.
So being green in the business, not knowing, what really makes a good deal, not understanding the criteria that we teach you here in Flipstream, I took the realtor's word for everything. You know what I mean? The realtor said it was a good deal, so I was hungry, ready to get a good deal. They hit me with them $1,000 down payments left and right. I felt like I had deal after deal under contract, but actually I was just spinning my wheels, because before you know it, I had $10,000 out there in deposits, and then when
That we're
these
gonna never
deals
close.
didn't close because I didn't know what a good deal was. The realtor didn't care that I didn't know. The realtor just wanted his deal to be, offloaded to somebody who had some cash. So it
And
was
if you
it was a dead end street for me, and it cost me about 3.5 years of spinning my wheels, and it eventually led to me walking away from real estate. Okay, because I got so tired of, just running into that wall. And I
frustration,
talk about that a lot privately, but I hadn't brought that to the table yet. So
yeah.
then
Look,
after I took a break from real estate, I got back into it, and then I became the person that I am today. And one of the things that I currently still stay away from is the MLS and realtors.
yeah. Because look, for one thing, like you mentioned before, as a newbie, realtors, they're gonna hit you for a deposit. And it ain't gonna be no 10, 50, or even $100 deposit. It's
Mm-mm.
gonna be they're gonna want at least a minimum $1,000 on
Yeah,
deposit. A
yeah,
minimum. So,
yeah.
some realtors will boldly tell you, well, we're gonna need a 5,000, we're gonna need a $10,000 deposit.
Yeah,
Okay.
1% on a
And
lot of them.
if you pass that right of inspection period, woo, what happens?
Out of money, man. I
You
did it.
just out of money. That
I
you don't
did
get
it.
that deposit back. If that deal don't close, you just stuck like Chuck.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
So
No
look,
way.
look. The reason why we set up Flipstream the way we set it up, the reason why the program is set up the way it is, the reason why we have the rules and the procedures the way it is to save you all from the heartache and trouble and loss that we have gone through in the past. So we've set
Mm-hmm,
up a good, clean platform that you can
mm-hmm,
follow and go through without
mm-hmm,
hitting any of the minefields.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Okay?
mm-hmm.
Stick with off-market deals. Don't, as someone just said, Ms. Johnson says, off-market only. Period.
Mm-hmm,
Stick with that.
mm-hmm.
Now, when you get to the point where you got $200,000 in your war chest, that's a couple $100,000 of your own money, and you can afford to go out there and waste the $10,000, $15,000 on deposits with the hope of putting together a good big deal. You can do that, but I guarantee you that you ain't gonna do it no more than 9 or 10 times before you start hitting you. Before start hitting you, man, this ain't worth it. Right? It ain't worth it.
It made me give up, man. Made me give up when I was early in the business.
And you can get kind of led astray like that, Let the realtor do all the work. Find nah. So you about to do what Eve did. You about to bite that forbidden fruit.
And the realtors, they love to see you coming, even though they're not closing deals with you. They take that same deal and go to somebody else. They take your little money, go home with it. And that realtor still calls me to this day, wondering why I won't take his calls no more.
Yeah, look, don't get me wrong. Realtors have their place, and God bless them. But that's how Eve got tempted to bite that low-hanging fruit. Don't be tempted. I'll tell you now.
Right.
I'm not trying to call realtor serpents. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying.
Because Flipstream is for realtors too. We want to bring realtors into the fold, but the key is you have to have an investor-friendly realtor, which means they understand what your goals are. They understand what you're looking for, and then now they have you in their back pocket when they get what you're looking for. You're the first person they call. So you have to develop relationships with realtors, which means you're not just going to the MLS. See, going to the MLS, you're just going to take whatever is available to you. But you need to develop a relationship with the realtor before you start taking that path. And then you need to know what to say to the realtor. You need to know what they mean when they say certain things. You need to know how to structure your deals. They need to understand how to structure your deals. And that's just a lot for a newbie to understand. Now, if you're coming into Flipstream and you've been doing this like myself and Calvin 10 plus years, then you have enough experience in structuring deals to where you can tell that realtor, that's not a good deal for me. Find me another one. Okay? Because they'll send you everything if you let them.
Oh yeah, they will. All right, look. All right, we're about out of time, but look, I want to appreciate everybody. All right, Mr. Joshua says that realtors want their percentage too. Yeah, realtors gonna want that 5 to 6%. So that's money that I mean, look, when you're doing a good deal, that's quite a bit of money. Sometimes that could be 20 grand, 25 grand. I mean, if you're doing a deal that's a $400 and some odd $1,000 deal, and they getting what, 5 to 6% of that. Well, that's digging into your pockets, right? That's digging into your cut. So just look. We set this up. I didn't just create this overnight. Okay. Mr. Hills will tell you that. There been some nights I done fell asleep with the laptop on with the laptop, and I'm butt dialing him at 4 a.m.
True story. Facts.
True story. Like when I was putting all this together, man. Look, I was pulling not an all-nighter, but 3 nights. There was instances where I stayed up 3 days, 3 nights in a row. 72 hours putting this together. Okay? And you all I've just shown you all the level, how deep, what the depth of Flipstream is. Ain't nobody out there trying to turn properties. Well, this is one company that does it. Out there, that's turning properties into active securities. Where else are you all going to learn that without having to pay thousands of dollars to learn what I just told y'all about turning properties into active securities? That should give you some insight as to the level of expertise that we possess over here at Flipstream. That should really give you all the insight of the level of the expertise, the knowledge that we have to pass on to you all. This platform is like none other. And if you just listen to what I was talking about on terminals properties, interactive securities, and all the different diversifications of the levels of income that you can generate through Flipstream, and we haven't even gotten on to some of the deeper stuff that we're going to be doing later on. Because we're going to get into finding surplus funds for people. That's another whole part of the industry by itself that we're going to be going to through Flipstream. We're going to have a program set up for that. We have a program set up later on for locating and being able to find the surplus money from these people, for these people that homes have sold at auction, and they don't know they got money out there that's owed to them. We haven't even gotten into that part of Flipstream yet. We haven't even talked about in getting 1 to 4 unit properties. We haven't even talked about doing mobile homes. We haven't talked about doing, development deals. We haven't talked about networking and teaming up on deals and doing bigger and more lucrative, high-end fix and flips, fixing homes, rehab deals, development deals, buying 1 to 4 unit apartment complexes and flipping them out and making $2-3 million per deal. We haven't even got into that stuff yet. But all of this is available through Flipstream. All right, Ms. Joshua says, thank you both for the great education. Much appreciated. Hey, this is what we love to do. Tim says, thank you so much for all the support and consistency in which you display every single week. Look, I love doing this. I mean, yes, it's a lot of work, but it's therapeutic at the same time for me. This is what I love doing. I love doing this. I love putting this platform together because I know it's a great platform. I know it's a platform that is going to change lives at every level. All right? I just know that. Now, let me share my screen real quick so we can go ahead and bring this to a close. All right. For those of you who want to become a part of Flipstream, okay? On several places on the site, you'll see where it says free trial, free trial. Click that free trial. That'll bring you over here. Okay, Flipstream right now, until we reach our first 1,000 subscribers. Flipstream right now is only 66 cents a day, $19.99 per month for the first 1,000 subscribers. Okay? After we reach our 1,000 subscribers, Flipstream will be $79 per month. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. No second chances. That's just it. For all of you who got locked in, you're locked in at the $19.99 per month. That will never change for you. Okay? We have 100 lifetime memberships available at $2,500. 100 lifetime memberships. Once we're sold out of those 100 lifetime memberships, that's it. No more lifetime memberships. Okay? So if you watch this and you like what you heard and you want to be a part of Flipstream, you want to learn how to flip properties without using any of your own money or your own credit. You want to learn the real estate day trading. You want to be a part of the foreclosure rescue program and get that reoccurring money and have the opportunity to cash out when we get those properties turned into active securities and get them fully funded, to have that long-term residual income, to have the upfront money of closing out these deals in these real estate day trade deals where you're getting 20, 30, 40, 50, sometimes $100,000 a flip. And getting these deals done within 17 to 25 days. If you want to be a part of that, go ahead and click the free trial. Free trial is for 24 hours. You get access to everything for 24 hours, see how everything works, get to explore everything. If you like it, do nothing, and it just charges you $19.99 at the end of your free trial. And you get charged that every month. 66 cents a day for the first 1,000 subscribers. If you've been doing real estate for a while, and you've been searching for something like this, and you know real estate is your life, real estate is what's going to secure your financial future, then go ahead and, if you can afford it, go ahead and do the $2,500 lifetime membership. There's only 100 of them available. So go ahead and take care of that and get it out of the way. You never have to worry about a payment again. If you are an investor and you can afford to invest $40,000, we are looking for no more than 10 to 15 partners or shareholders, whatever you want to call it. That's what we're looking for. Okay? You see how diverse Flipstream is. You see that it's unlike anything else out there. There were a couple other platforms out there. I'm going to drop a name, PropStream. You guys started that, I think, back in 2012, 2010, 2014, something like that. And a group of, I think a hedge fund group or some group of really, really, really big money investors, they bought that platform from him for $145 million, if I'm not mistaken. You can look it up. It's online. I think they paid him $140 million or $145 million for that platform. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that platform doesn't go as deep as what Flipstream does. Not even close. Not even close. So that kind of gives you an idea of the potential and the value of what we put together here. Look, I really appreciate everybody. If everybody would go and subscribe to our YouTube channel, just go to YouTube and look for, put in the search, Flip-Stream Live. Support our YouTube channel, please. It's free. It's free. We put all our videos on here. All our training is on here. Okay, everything is on here. Everything is on our YouTube channel. Everything. If you want to learn how to do this stuff, but you don't want to come off that 66 cents a day, if you're really hard pressed, you say I can't afford $19.99 a month, but Calvin, I want to learn this stuff, then subscribe to our YouTube channel and just watch our video. I mean, seriously, it's free. We put everything, every video, everything we do, we put it on YouTube. It's free. Subscribe. Doesn't cost you a dime. And you get so much valuable information through our videos and stuff on YouTube. We have our playlists, all of our different playlists. Everything is on YouTube. We don't hold anything back. We don't hold anything back. We put everything on YouTube, as you all can see. We hold nothing back. And it's free. Our YouTube channel is absolutely free. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel. For those of you who are already on Flipstream, who are already using Flipstream, who are already loving the platform, please, 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 please share our YouTube videos. Help us to get more subscribers. Help this to go viral. Share. Please share. Okay? Go to our Facebook page. If you go to our Facebook page, our Flipstream Facebook page. Let me see here. Here it is right here. Go to our Flipstream on Facebook. That's facebook.com/Real Estate Investor Academy. Okay? Or just type in Flip-Stream and it should pull up on Facebook. When you see this, the goal is to be free, financially free. Flipstream, flipping properties, is now streamlined. This is our Facebook page. Follow us on Facebook. Share the stuff that we post on Facebook. I post stuff on Facebook every single day, sometimes 10, 20 times a day. So if you're already subscription members to Flipstream and you're one of our day traders, please just go and share this stuff. Share it out to other groups. We need this to go viral. We need to have more than just me and my partner sharing. We need you all to share too. If you're out there in social media land and you like what you've seen from this video, if you like the direction that we're going in, you like the fact that we are helping people to recover from foreclosure, if you like the fact that we are helping people to transition from foreclosure, if you like the fact that we are helping people to get rescued from foreclosure, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on our Facebook page, share our content. Okay? I'm asking you all to do this. All right, look, everybody. Whew, it's been good. 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 All right. Look, everybody. I really, really appreciate all the, the work that everybody's putting in. I really appreciate all the support. If you want to get on Flipstream, click that QR code right there. There it is right there. It'll take you right over to the plans and pricing page, and you can go ahead and get started with Flipstream. If you want to go to the website itself, flip-stream.com, flip-stream.com/plans-pricing. Okay? So again, with Flipstream, if you want to just click on that QR code up there, you can click on that, and that will get you over to there, things like that. All right. Look, everybody, I really, really, really appreciate all the, the love that everyone's been showing and and everything. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you all so much. And it's been a great Sunday. I started off slow, kind of groggy. I was trying to recover, but once I started talking about Flipstream, I started talking about, the numbers and how it benefits so many, how it can change so many lives. I just seemed to just got better. And so, yeah, so somebody just did it for me. But look, I thank you all. I thank you all. I thank you all. I thank you all. Yeah, we do keep it 100 in Flipstream mentorship. We do. We do that so much. All right. Thank you, Miss Alicia Joshua. Thank you. Thank you, Tim Dixon. Thank you for all the people who joined us on Facebook, all the people who joined us on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate your support. Continue to follow us, share our content, let people know what you've heard about Flipstream. We got quite a few people watching right now. We got people on Facebook. We got people on YouTube. We got people watching. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for following. Please share. Please share. Please share. And if you want to get involved with this, go to flip-stream.com and go ahead and sign up for that free trial. And let's get you all to making some money flipping properties. All right, everybody. Thank you all so much. I appreciate every last one of you all. You all have a great day. Love you all. Bye, everybody. See y'all next week for Flip Stream Live. See y'all next week, next Sunday, 10:15 a.m. And don't forget, training for all the people who are already a part of Flipstream. Training this Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, we have our live Zoom training for our real estate day trading training. All right, everybody. Bye, everybody. Thank you all.